Now for part 6, it says that the complex number u is defined by this and express u in the form x plus iy where x and y are real. So we have been given this, and the same standard procedure is going to be used here, and we are supposed to multiply this fraction by the conjugate of the denominator. So that would be 1 plus I and 1 plus I being multiplied in the numerator and denominator. So that would simply give us 7 plus I times 1 plus I over I minus 1 and 1 plus I, sorry for that. Now something we need to know beforehand is that I square equals to minus 1. So we can simplify the denominator really fast using the identity a minus b and a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So firstly, let's open the brackets on the top also. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 7 times I is 7i, and then plus I times 1 and plus I square. Now in the denominator we're going to do a square minus b square. So in this case we have 1 square minus I square. So 1 square minus I square, which is minus 1. So let's simplify this some more. We will get 7 plus 8i, and the I square over here will also turn into minus 1, and we will have 1 minus and minus make plus 1, and we will end up with 6 plus 8i over 2. And if we just divide it by 2, because we do have even numbers, we will end up with 3 plus 4i. So this will be our answer for part A. So the concept over here was just to multiply with the conjugate and simplify, and this is just something you needed to know beforehand. Otherwise, fairly easy. Now in part B, it says shown a sketch of an organ diagram, the points A, B and C representing these respectively. So we know that u is equal to 3 plus 4i. We just found that out. Now for an organ diagram, we need to create one vertical. You need to create this using your ruler, and we will call this IM for the imaginary axis, and one horizontal axis, which is our real axis. Now let's sketch. First we're gonna do u. So roughly we can say that 3 is over here and 4 would be a little higher, so over here, and then we can sketch point A over here. These do not need to be that exact because this is simply a sketch. Now secondly, let's sketch point B, which is 7 plus I. So 7 can be further down here, and plus I would just be over here. So that's point B. And then, sorry, this is 4i. Now for point C, 1 minus I, we will have minus I over here, the same distance away from the center as I, and 1 will be around here. So here, this is point C. Very simple, and for 2 marks, not bad at all.